Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here, and welcome back to Kaiserreich, the alternate history mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Anyway, last time we left off as the newly formed Kingdom of Canada, no longer the Dominion. We did get King Edward fully in control of the government, so that's good. We did have the Second American Civil War break out, and I know I've had a few comments tell me not to fight the Americans, but really I think if anything it would actually be helping the Americans if we help take care of the syndicalists. So you know what, yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna try to make friends, of course, as I've said before, with the United States while fighting their enemies. But we still got a ways to go before that happens. Real quick, let's go ahead and read the comments from some of the comments from last episode. If you guys leave your clever musings, comments, whatever you have to say down below, and I'll go through and pick out some of the best ones here. Anyway, we have Eurasian Warrior. He said, I should have rather attacked America because free manpower over there. And I kind of agree with it. I mean, I did miss out on grabbing a claim on New England, but again, I don't want to go making enemies with the USA, but I don't think it would really matter if we actually went up against the syndicalists. Maybe if I could try to merge wars together, that way we'd be me and the US would actually be allies fighting them. If anything, I think I give them the rest of the territory back, but I think I want Michigan, maybe New England, but we still got a ways to go because we can't actually. Let me see, what is the amount that we actually need before we can actually justify war? We need 25% world tension. Okay. So that's a thing. You have to wait a little bit. But I'm thinking that the... okay, well, what's going on here? Mexico is syndicalist. So there's a chance we can be grabbing some land from Mexico as well. I might be doing that. But Mexico keeps changing its leadership. I don't think Toledano was president, was he, last time? Anyway, let's go ahead and let this roll here, get this going. Oh, okay, back to reading comments. Oh, also, Toad, howdy. Howdy, how are you? We must support the USA in the war against the CSA. Send volunteers and equipment. We should not get involved, send only equipment. Let's send 1,000 of improved infantry weapons to the United States. Ooh, manpower is already really low. I don't think I can afford that. Alright, we're going to send only equipment, because that's about all I could do here at the moment. Let's do that. But I will be sending them some volunteers as soon as I can. In fact, do I have any... Oh, no, I need to... Alright, here we go. Let's grab the guys here that don't actually have any army that they're a part of. And... I think that's these guys here. I'm going to create a new army. Go. Is there anybody here that we can... what do we want? Planning speed. We have this guy here, reconnaissance. Panzer leader. Trickster. Commando. I think that's actually a good one there. Let's go with him. Let's change his color to... I'm going to go with orange. I don't know why. I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to be sending this guy over to the U.S. as a volunteer. Send volunteer. There we go. Okay. Alright. I think that's good enough. Let's get this rolling again. Declare martial law. What is that going to do? Just taking a look at the American tech tree. Focus tree, I mean, not tech tree. I am fortifying the Great Lakes. I think that's going to come in handy. Where are these volunteers going to land? Missing equipment production, we need motorized. Oh, there it is right there. I was trying to find that last time. Let's take a couple out of here. Get that going there. It's going to be a while before we can get any of this going. In fact, let's actually get rid of this one here. Get rid of that. Do that. And that. Okay. And one more. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. Low manpower, that's fine. Need to get that bumped up, though. Let me look real quick at the, I think I might want to see about changing up some of the things here in the government. Let's see here. Paternal autocrat. Okay, resource. Is there anything in here that would help us with justifying war goals? Just take a quick look. I don't think there's really anything that would help us do that at the moment. Intel minister, maybe, but he's a social conservative. No, that wouldn't do anything. All right. Never mind. Let's just... Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. Gilbert K. Chesterton dies. British writer Gilbert Keith Chesterton died today in his exile in Ottawa at 62. A prolific author whose most known novel is certainly The Man Who Was Thursday. What? Certainly The Man Who Was Thursday. Okay. He was a devout Roman Catholic and a Christian apologist. Two reasons that forced him to leave England to avoid persecution after the Syndicalist Revolution. All right. Looks like we got our volunteers here in Texas. Okay. Let's have them move north. I think my main concern is the Syndicalists. So let's move north. We're going to help out Americans pushing into Illinois. I think trying to take Chicago as fast as we can is a good idea. So let's, outdated equipment and production. Let's, yeah, go ahead and change that. Whatever. Okay. Anything else going on here at the moment? Let me just, what all do we need? Let me look here. We have that in production, that. One second. Let me get, I'll get to that in a moment. Oh, okay, there's some interesting things going on in Europe. Let me just take care of this real quick before we go take a look at that. Is there anything? Let's grab that. Okay. Austrian Empire declares war on Hungary. The crisis on the Danube, despite the victory of the Weltkrieg, the Austro-Hungarian Empire appeared to be bound to collapse. The Ausgleich of 1927, negotiated when Emperor Otto was still a child, managed to preserve it, though via granting extensive rights to most of the minorities in the empire. However, the Hungarians were angered by this fact and sought to establish a domineering position in the empire, while the Habsburgs were still interested in retaining that role. Many put high hopes on the Ausgleich of 1937 to preserve the monarchy, but it appears that all diplomacy has failed. Hungary and Austria have separated and even gone into conflict with one another, a war that is bound to affect any and all autonomous territories of the empire. Apparently I was wrong when I said that they had actually split up, because apparently at the start of the game, Austria and Hungary both have the same head of state. Yeah, Otto the First at the start of the game is actually the ruler of both Austria and Hungary. But I guess now that doesn't really matter, because Hungary's apparently gone for full independence. Europe is just never going to be calm, is it? Okay. We got here paternal autocrats are in charge there. No, social conservatives. Don't think I'm really interested in backing anybody, but if I am, it would probably be the Austrians. Alright, let that roll. Let's just ignore the Italian Federation declared war on the Austrian Empire. Okay, that may be of interest to us, because we were talking about dealing with the Socialist Republic of Italy, and I was thinking the Federation of Italy would be our best bet as far as allies go. That roll. Let's just see what happens there. Iron Guard Romania has declared war on Hungary. French Republic took one state in Liberia. Okay. Hungary and the Iron Guard of Romania have signed a white peace. That didn't boost up the world tension at all, did it? Okay, fortify the Great Lakes is done. That's good. Let's curiosity. Okay, so that did get us some fortifications. But not a whole bunch. Just a little regrettable. Okay, let's let that roll again. What do we need from here? I think keeping going down that train, what am I saying? That path might be a good idea at the moment. We can grab the Georgian line. Okay, add forts to Northern Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. Or St. Lawrence line. That could be handy as well. Let's go with, actually, secure the North Atlantic, because I'm thinking this might be... let me see, this might be a good way to go. Current ruling party is not totalist. Okay. Let's go with that. I'm going to grab secure the North Atlantic. 3 coastal forts in a province. Okay. Let's go with that. That's fine with me. Are we making a push at all? Oh, let me see something. It looks like there have been some updates, I think. This wasn't the flag of the American Union state before, was it? But we're actually now friendly with the, We're actually friendly with the American Union state now. Alright, well, I'm not going to fight them. I'm just going to go fight the syndicalists. Let that roll. I'm going to try to push for Chicago. I think the best idea actually first would be to help. Let's give these guys a hand here. So we're finally getting some action in the series. It's not the most exciting, but okay. Those guys are countering us. The Republic of Korea declared war on the Empire of Japan. I think these guys might be able to hold out. Let me just go take a look over here what's going on. Oh, also, before I forget, somebody pointed out something interesting out that I don't really think about. Last episode, I think it was last episode, I made a comment about the Mall Clique trying to unify China, and they made a good point. Who was it? I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was or if it was last episode. But, yeah, it wouldn't make any sense for Mall Clique to be trying to unify China. If anything, they would be against that. Good point. I did not think of that. How is this going anyway? Looks like Mongolia might be making a push back. Alright, so we got the Republic of... Didn't I see the Republic of Korea? The Joseon Kingdom. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw the Republic of Korea. Alright, we're making a decent push. Oh, it would be great if some of the Americans could come give me a hand. I think these guys are going to try to push in and take that piece there. What do we have here? Let's grab... What year is it? 1937? Let's grab... Home defense, I think, is a good thing to grab here. Alright, let's cross the Mississippi. That is the Mississippi, right? I believe it is. How's that looking? Alright, let's cancel that for now. Let those guys clear out. They're making a push south. If they clear out more troops, maybe I'll be able to... Let's see, how many more troops do they have up here? So they have more troops coming down this way. Where are these Americans going? They're moving south. There's something going on down south. Somebody's making a strong push, I think. Should I keep the troops here in Iowa? I mean, it looks like I might be the only one up here preventing the syndicalists from crossing. Right, we're just going to have those guys hold their position for now. But what I really want to do is just make a strong push for Chicago. All right, let's give these guys here a hand. Wait, hold it. What I'm going to do, actually, let's come around this way. And then up like that. Let's do that. I think that's a better idea. Now, unless they get some reinforcements, we should be able to hold them here. Okay, what do we got here? Foundation of the Belgrade Pact, Serbia, Romania, and Greece, the three Balkan members of the Entente, all with revanchist views of their own, have recently gathered to a common table of negotiations and recently announced the beginnings of the Belgrade Pact. While this pact puts a lot of focus on cultural discussion and preserving Balkan identities, it is also a military alliance between the participants, seemingly directed at the country separating them and holding their ancestral lands. This new development is a big thorn in Bulgarian domination of the Balkans, but only the incoming reaction of the other Central Powers can determine whether it will yield any fruit. Okay, let me just look a quick look here. Okay, the Belgrade Pact. Some of these colors are too similar. I wish they would change that. They're apparently fighting against Bulgaria. Hopefully the Balkans won't start another world war. So it was who was it again? It was Greece, Serbia, and Romania, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, don't let it roll before I get back here. Hold your positions here. We're kind of out here on our own. I wish the Americans would send us some help. All right, what do we got here? Secure the North Atlantic. Okay. Philip Snowden, aged 73, passed away in his house in Tilford, Surrey. The traitor and the chairman of the Union of Britain, CTU, Snowden has been remembered among the royalists as a synonym for treachery. Although the socialists in Britain mourn his death, in Canada his funeral became a single bright day in this dark period of history. The devil is dead. Political power plus 20. Alright. I'm worried that they're just going to bum rush us here if they get... Wait, what do I hear? Naval exercise in the Atlantic. With the international situation deteriorating, it is imperative that we demonstrate our strength and exercise our right to free passage in the Atlantic. To this end, the Admiralty have scheduled an extensive array of fleet maneuvers and war games in the North Atlantic. How shall we proceed? Show our strength. Conduct a large exercise off the coast of Britain and Ireland. Okay. Union of Britain gains Canadian warships in our waters. We don't want to do that. Let me see here. United States gains Canadian. Okay, that would hurt our opinion with the U.S. I mean, it wouldn't do too bad there because that would be against the syndicalists. I'm thinking this is the way to go. What is this last one? We do not need to rattle sabers. Conduct normal exercise in Canadian territorial waters. I'm going to go with this one. Yeah. Okay, let that roll. I wish the Americans would send us some help here. All right, what do we got next? Don't want that. What do we have here? Canada is protecting Ireland. I might actually want to do that. But for now, let's go with found the CBC. Ooh, excuse me. Found the CBC, which grants national unity plus 5%. Ooh, excuse me. That might be a good way to go. Foreign subversive activities efficiency minus 10%, political power plus 60. I want to go with that. Let's go with that. That sounds good to me. All right. Should I hold the position here? Oh, Serbia has declared war on Bulgaria. It looks like we got a big war about to start off here, I think. Does that mean... It does not look like Serbia has called in its allies. Although I'm sure that's about to change. Oh wait, what's going on over here in Spain? The Fourth Balkan War. A country was reborn in the Balkans after the Weltkrieg. Greater Bulgaria, the titan of the peninsula, uniting all Bulgarian lands and beyond. This kingdom for all Bulgarians was born with bloodshed and war, though defeating Serbia, Greece, and Romania in the Weltkrieg, a move that these three nations are still bitter about today. The tension led to the formation of the Belgrade Pact, and this alliance of Balkan states has now declared war on the Tsardom, throwing the region into conflict yet again. While Tsar Boris III will Tsar Boris III save his nation from this overwhelming force, or will his kingdom be divided once more? What's with the Balkans and war all the time? Good point. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Kingdom of Spain and the CNTFIA. Wasn't this... This was an actual group that fought in the actual Spanish Civil War, wasn't it? They are radical socialist. Alright, I think we actually want the Kingdom of Spain to win. Well, let's let that roll. What's going on here? We can grab... I think keeping some factories on that is a good idea. I'm going to put that there. Try to get that done with fast. And then move on to the motorized, I think. CNTFIA declared war on the Kingdom of Spain. Okay. Do I push or do I not push? I'm hoping that the syndicalists will just turn their focus south to the American Union state, giving us an opportunity to push into Chicago. Although it looks like they might be gathering up forces here for a push west. The Union state looks like it's actually moving as well to the west. Carlist Spain declares war on the CNTFIA and the Kingdom of Spain. Okay, we got another civil war going on in the world. Looks like it's a three-way fight for control of Spain. We have the Carlist Spain. So I think there's actually two monarchies fighting for control. There's the Kingdom of Spain and Carlist Spain. If we back anyone, it's going to be these guys here. Alright, the Spanish Civil War. Ever since the defeat of Napoleon, Spain has been plagued by violence, dissent, and turmoil, but it appears that these tensions have reached a breaking point. That is, the Spanish kingdom has been ripped apart into a three-sided civil war between numerous factions. The loyalists of the Madrid government, the supporters of the Premier Javier, and finally, the anarcho-syndicalists party known as the CNTFIA. There are already numerous reports of volunteers and equipment being shipped to Spain from all over the world to support one faction or another. It can be safely said that fields and mountains of Spain will be the first battlefield of a much wider conflict between the left and the right. A troublesome development. Right, do I want to push? I'm very tempted to push with these guys into Chicago, but if we did that, that would just be cutting us off from... just be cutting us off from the U.S. here, who I keep hoping they're going to send us help, but they're not really doing anything at the moment. I might actually move south, I think. But where are all the Americans? I'm not seeing... Let me talk to the U.S. real quick. Can I was going to see if maybe I could get a non-aggression pact with them, but they're not too interested in that at the moment. March south. This might be a bad idea, but I'm doing it. Alright, hold here. We should be able to repel this attack. I don't think... I'm trying to decide on something here at the moment. Between the two rebels, who do we want to win? I think it would be in our best interests if the U.S. was to lose, if the American Union state gained power. I think that would be in our best interest, because same ruling party, same ideology. But I think it would be preferable after all the effort we've put in for the actual United States to win. I don't want to make this attack. Alright, they're going to come this way here. They're going to try to cut us off, I think. So after we push these guys out, I'm going to move... Oh, they're going to keep pushing on. Oh. They might be trying to cut us off. This is bad. Alright, those Americans rushed in and filled the gap. Let's give these guys some help here. Attack from the rear. Okay. Keeping an eye on the American Union state, because they appear to be making a decent push. The Mexicans haven't done anything yet, which I'm kind of surprised by. I would have thought they would have moved. Oh, no, come back, come back. That's not a good idea. Let's recoup here, because we're kind of getting a little... Alright, what do we got here? Empire of Japan took one state and annexed the Joseon Kingdom. Do we want to push north here? Let's push north. Give this regiment here a hand. It's the Texas National Guard. All right. This isn't going to go well for either of us, I don't think. All right, let's back off for a moment. All right, they're going to come at us now. Maybe weaken them down, then from there we could try to cross again. Grab this. Not a good idea to do that just yet. Let's come this way, and if they try to cross here, maybe I can repel them. No, they're heading south, I think. That's what they're up to. I'm pretty sure the syndicalists are starting to refocus all their troops. Yeah, look at that. Okay, they're heading south to try to take on the American Union state. That might give us an opportunity to push for Chicago, which I think the Americans actually see that, and I think they might be trying to help us out here. I hope. How will this work out for us? Don't know. I found the CBC is completed. Let's grab either the CN Rail expansion or Trans-Canada Airlines. The air bases sounds pretty good, actually, to be honest. Let's grab that. I actually need to put some focus into our Air Force, I think, because I think we're kind of lagging behind. Let me look over here. What do we have? Yeah, I might want to actually put some effort into that. I think we might actually be able to pull this off. A new heir, formerly in case of Edward the VIII's death, or rather improbable abdication, throne would fall to his brother, Prince Albert. This changed now, however, as His Majesty's son was born. Queen Isabel gave birth to her second child after a long night. Entire empire celebrates in honor of Prince Victor George John Arthur, the new heir to the throne. Long may the prince live. Okay. Let that roll again there. I'm going to try something, just out of curiosity. I don't think I'll be able to. Ooh, that would come in handy. I'm going to try to see if I can send. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to, but just out of curiosity. Yeah, I was right. Okay. But I'm thinking switching out this guy for this guy would be a good idea, because we're crossing a lot of rivers here. Should I do it? I don't know. Let's just leave that be for now. I might actually send these guys as volunteers somewhere else at the moment. If I can make friends with Carlist Spain, that would give us another great launching point for a war. The Italians seem to be pushing pretty hard here. Italian war on the Kingdom of Illyria. Oh, I thought they were fighting Austria. Maybe I misread it. Okay. Let that go. I really wish these Americans would make a move. Serbia took 7 states, Greece took 3, the Iron Guard of Romania took 1, Bulgaria is no more. Okay. Serbia definitely came out the winner in that. Alright, I'm going to move north. See if I can try to grab a little more land here. Hungary took 5 states, the Italian Federation took 1, the Kingdom of Illyria is annexed. Okay. Maybe a wise decision to pull back at the moment here. Let's just see what happens. 29. These guys are actually trying to be very good here. Let's pull them back here at the moment. We've made a little bit of a gain here. We've managed to. Oh, I thought I was pushing further into Iowa. Never mind. We did move a little bit more into Illinois, but progress is starting to slow down. March north. Take that. The only thing keeping me from moving further is the fact that the Americans aren't giving us a hand here. Let's take out... Who is this here? Brigade of Pittsburgh. Okay. We're making a decent push. Hold back here. Let's grab some more carrier research here. Should be good, I think. There is a bit of an issue, though, because we could be easily cut off here. And we're only a couple... We're so close to Chicago. Should I keep pushing on Chicago? We should be able to fend these guys off here. The Syndicalist troops, they have a lot of troops. It's just that they're such a low quality. It seems like that I'm having a kind of an easier time dealing with them. I may actually wish to turn south and take these guys out first. Let's do that. And I think I'm getting to the point where I might want to call the episode here. Let's deal with these guys first before we do. I'm going to have to give these guys a good name here, because these guys here are turning out to be, like, amazing. Alright, let me know down below, partners. Give me a clever name, like a... Well, not a clever name, but just, like, a really good fitting name for this unit here, because these guys are turning out to be really amazing. So let me know down below about that, partners. Again, leave your clever comments down there, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. Very much appreciated. It really helps me out. I will see you, partners, next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.